recorded.
And y'all know whenever this call is being recorded, we talking to Young and Hefe. Don't care about nothing but what the check say. Make sure y'all give Young Ant a like, a comment, a good subscribe as he continues to fight for his liberation as he is being accosted by the legal system. Make sure y'all show Young Ant Hefe some likes, some comments, some good subs. Let's get into this content.
Young Ant Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. Y'all see the segment, y'all see the title, y'all see exactly what it say. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad. So y'all already know, man, I spoke in that situation the other day between Jhood and J-Mac. Spoke in that situation, the little squabble they had, you know what I'm saying, that was put on the internet, then taken down and put back on the internet, you know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people been having things to say about the squabble, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm hearing that Jhood already got a squabble, you know, coming up, you know, with somebody, with a rapper, you know, and whatnot, that was put together, you know, by Adam 22 and others, you know what I'm saying?
That's what we don't want to see.
So we gonna see.
Rappers and gang members, stop putting yourselves in these split positions for us to make fun of y'all because y'all can't fight.
You know,
Like, let's be really real about this. Rappers and gang members, stop putting yourselves in situations to have to deal with flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny because you can't fight.
turns out or what happened with that. Now, you know what I'm saying, being that, you know, when that video first dropped, you know what I'm saying, Jhood had dropped 4 seconds of it, you know what I'm saying, showing him, you know, with the UFC ground and pound. And, you know, you have people, you know what I'm saying, taking to the internet like, oh, man, Jhood doing his thing, Jhood putting tips on that boy, man, he's talking to him and all this crazy stuff. So that prompted, you know, the whole video to be put out there, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, Jhood was just showing the moment that he shined, you know what I'm saying? But
Man, that was a terrible fight. It looked absolutely horrible. And if Jhood's excuse is going to be, oh, well, I've been hit up 8 times, then stop fighting. Because you can't go around accosting people, and then when you have a terrible fight, say, oh, well, I got popped up 8 times. Well, nigga, stop talking. Stop bothering people. Act like a nigga who been shot up 8 times.
what wasn't talked about before J-Mac and Jhood even got out there, you feel me? J-Mac already had a fight. So, you know, the crowd, you know what I'm saying, was being messy, and they was calling this bout a pay-per-view bout between Jhood and J-Mac. You know what I'm saying? When J-Mac pulled up, you know, J-Mac ended up getting into it with another guy that he already had, you know, previously beef with and, you know, had whooped on. So when he
Oh, so J-Mac pulled up taking all fades.
pulled up, you know, this guy trying to hop out there, you know what I'm saying, hoping, you know what I'm saying, that he had the hood and Jhood behind him. So J-Mac get out there with him, go like 2-3 rounds with him, whoop him out, and that prompted him and Jhood fighting after that. But what I could say is, you know, in certain instances, in the situation, Jhood did stand on righteousness, you know, like even the guy that J-Mac got out with, you know, I heard that Jhood, you know, slapped him and turned up on him, and that might have been on that video because a lot of people was like, oh yeah, well, you know, Jhood, you know, turned up on this dude and slapped this dude as well, and I think that's the dude.
Damn, he Bosco'd that man? That's crazy.
That, you know, J-Mac, you know, I had a fight with previously before he got out there with Jhood, so, you know, he had a 2-for-1 out there. So, Mike, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the video because I dropped the link to the video as far as in my video that I spoke on the fight, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm pretty sure that people, you know what I'm saying, went to Instagram to watch it, you know, with a show like that had dropped it on my page, but y'all already know, man, that when it came with the cold strike down, you know what I'm saying, because they ain't playing on YouTube as far as that type of content, you know, they don't want to see nobody striking each other or anything like that. But
Yeah, YouTube will get you out of here for showing that kind of flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. I had to definitely blur it out.
thing is, right, you know, Jhood, you know, he came off into the internet space as a few other people, and it was about squabbles in jail, you know, jail squabbles, you know, and basically in jail, if I'm not mistaken, he said
That wasn't a jail squabble. That was a failed squabble for sure. For sure, a failed squabble.
that he didn't take no losses. Now, amongst him saying he didn't take no losses, you know, he have the very controversial 50-0 thing, you know, with a set of Crips that's supposed to be his enemy in our rival set. And a lot of people seen that fight and they're questioning that 50-0. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of people coming out feeling like they can beat Jhood. Like, man, what, man, from what I'm saying, man, he can't fight, man.
Now, I will maintain this. I would love to do some content in the gym with J Hood, MMA fight, boxing match, karate, kickboxing, Muay Thai, whatever he's into. I would love to do a sparring round with J Hood, 3-minute rounds, 1 minute in between.
Don't lose in his other fights and his other dude, you know what I'm saying? And even though
This call is being recorded.
I'm saying J Hood gonna lose when they fight. No, we're not, you know what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, like I said, I'm not fake. You know, even though dudes out here like to be fake and play these fake games, you know what I'm saying? I'ma still be authentic and hold my integrity, you know what I'm saying? Hold my integrity, and this is something that I did want to speak on. So, here's what I'm gonna say, right? I'm gonna say I'm surprised by the fight. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really get to see the tape for myself. I just had different people explaining it to me, and majority of the people kind of explain it the same, but some people, you know, have their indifference in the way that they see things and explain things, right? So, a lot of people feel like J Hood can't go from the shoulders, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people
J Hood cannot go from the shoulders. That was made abundantly clear.
say he don't have a squabble from the shoulders, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as square up game and shooting them, they saying that, you know, it's boo-boo. That's what people are saying, not me. That's what people are saying because I didn't see it.
No, I'm saying it was kerplunk, toilet, flush it,
And I would have to
flush it.
see it for myself, but just going off what other people were saying, that's what they saying. So they was basically like, J Hood had to grab J Mac and slam him, you know what I'm saying? They said if he would never grabbed him and slammed him, and J Mac would have stayed on his feet, you know what I'm saying? It would have been all bad. So J Mac,
I think J Mac kind of got scared and just let J Hood win. I don't think that J Hood won because he was better. I think that J Mac got intimidated and he let J Hood win. And I think that's how the situation ended up. Kind of like the same thing when King Pill was fighting and he was in that boxing match and he was whooping old boy. And then old boy's homies crowded the ring and did all that extra stuff. And then King Pill was like, man, whatever, if I win, I'm gonna get packed out. I think that it kind of turned into that situation where if J Mac would have whooped out J Hood's homies would have packed him out.
would have had to, like, you know, be
In a head up in a fair one, I don't think that J Mac would have lost to J Hood. I don't at all. You feel me? Because if it was a wrestling match and all that, J Hood for sure has it, you know, to his advantage. Like he was saying, whenever old boy, you know, have the jail cell fights and all that kind of stuff, it's to J Hood's advantage because that's still wrestling and grappling and all that kind of stuff. But if J Hood had to just take it straight from the shoulders, that's, you know, a different situation. But at the same time too, how you win a fight is how you win a fight. Now, I'm not a fan of, oh, you can't grab, oh, you can't kick, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that. Nigga, it's a fight. You better do what you got to do to win. It's a fight. You better do what you got to do to win because I'm going to do what I got to do to win. And it's not J Hood's fault that J Mac can't grapple. If J Hood had a grappling game and J Mac didn't, and that grappling game was enough to take over and take advantage of J Mac's lack of striking, then it is what it is. I don't think that J Hood did nothing wrong. J Mac better learn how to grapple.
shooting, you know what I'm saying?
Because in that exact same situation, I'm going for the shoulders. I'm going from the shoulders with J Hood. Easy call. And if J Hood decides to grab me, easier call. Easier call. Because as soon as you put your hands on me to grab, nigga, you finna catch all this jujitsu and it's finna be a bad day for you. But at the same time too, I understand the difference in knowing how to protect myself versus somebody who don't. You can't be upset, you can't be mad, you can't be frustrated with a father mucker who know how to defend themselves, who know how to protect themselves. J Hood did what he had to do to win.
Jabs, you know what I'm saying, and shooting some, you know, some hard hooks, you know what I'm saying, and uppercuts and stuff like that. But, you know, like I said, he already had a squabble and probably was already winning anyway and just wanted to get the squabble over with. Now, what I was going to say, right, is let's go back, right? Let's go back to J Hood's first interview with Adam 22. When J Hood sat down with Adam 22 and him squabbling came up, J Hood did come out and say that he cannot fight. He said he cannot fight, but he fights hard. He said he cannot fight, but he fight hard. I heard that with my own ears. Definitely.
Oh, but J Hood know he can't fight then.
And when I did hear that, I was kind of like, Like, I thought he was trolling, you feel me? Not because I ain't never seen him fight anything like that, you feel me? So I thought he was just kind of trolling, you know. A lot of people who do know how to fight, you know, for the most part, they be humble, you know what I'm saying? You do have some people who know how to fight, there's troublemakers and want to show they can fight, but a lot of people who know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, they be humble, you know. They even try to trick you, like, oh man, no, it ain't like that, you know, and downplay their expertise or down, you know what I'm saying, play their squabble. So I thought that was one of those movements, like, okay, he just, you know, downplaying, like, oh no, man, you know, I can't fight, I just fight hard. And, you know, a lot of
that means that you ran into 50 people who fight soft. And I don't think that that's likely.
Only thing you can think and take from that is that these 50 people, you know what I'm saying, is a myth, or they couldn't fight, you know what I'm saying, or they wouldn't fight.
I'm gonna go with the 50 people don't exist.
It's hard.
We're gonna take answer A, Young and Hefe. The 50 people are a myth.
That's him, but I've been hearing that for a long time. It's just I was a child. I remember people told me, oh yeah, he fight hard, but I'm fighting hard and know how to fight, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, it ain't no just, fighting hard, but you definitely gotta have that grit, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that grit, you might go out, whatever the case may be. So, in retrospect to J Hood, he definitely did say he couldn't fight. He said he couldn't fight, but he fights hard. And then, not gonna lie, talk to somebody.
Now, I get that he can't fight well, but he fights hard. I'm gonna go with being able to fight well over somebody who fights hard.
Just said the same thing, like, I've been around J Hood, and I don't think J Hood can fight. I think it is exactly what he said, is that he can fight hard and he can take a hit, or whatever the case may be. So,
but here's the thing too: can you take a well-placed hit? It's one thing to take a hit. Can you take a hit that's intended to knock you out? Can you take a hit that's intended to do you harm? Can you take a hit that's intended to hit you in the solar plex? Can you take a hit that's intended to hit you on the chin? Can you take a hit that's intended to hit you on the side of the head? A lot of times when dudes are fighting, they just get to throw in their hands, and wherever it lands is wherever it lands. But it look different and it feel different when a nigga has the intention of placing that hit somewhere that's going to do damage.
It's probably gonna have to be a lot of fighting hard, you know what I'm saying, you have to do, you know what I'm saying, 'cause I'm pretty sure a lot of people is coming out on the internet for him, and a lot of people want to squabble with him, you know what I'm saying, even after this bout he's about to have, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people is gonna want to squabble with him. Now, even though this is not my business, but it was just, brought to me, so I'm gonna speak on it because I was implemented in it. What I don't like about the whole fiasco, right, is that even on tape, people say, man, J Hood was turned up. J-Mac, is a person, that got some bullet in his head, you know what I'm saying, right behind his ear. And if hit the wrong way, if anything,
Okay, so the dude J-Mac has a bullet in his head, right behind his ear, and he's fighting. Maybe he should just sit down somewhere. Maybe he should just sit down, all the way sit down somewhere.
Finito to J-Mac, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, or just like them head punches, but it's just like, people not being careful, people just wanting to put on the show, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. But what I'm not understanding is how J Hood got away with challenging the whole hood, you know what I'm saying? A few people did try to speak up for J-Mac and was like, hey, bro, you doing?
This call is being recorded.
And I heard that dude, J Hood, was just like, well, who want to take his fade? You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to take his fade for him? Like, what's up? And like I said, he tripped about them saying that he's supposed to be on the S and Y or 50-50 yard, you know what I'm saying? Like, tripped out, like, yeah, so what, I was there, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do something. And like, he got away with a lot. He got away with a lot because just what the internet is seeing, and you got all these other guys on the internet challenging to a fight. I'm not understanding how ain't nobody else out there in the hood that challenging to a fight. Like, is he fighting that hard to where people are scared?
Hey, if a nigga who can't fight is fighting so hard that niggas who can fight are scared of him, that's a hard fighter. Not gonna lie. Pause.
Because if you know how to fight, you can stop from being grabbed, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, have I been grabbed?
Man, Young and Hefe, say that one more time.
To a fight. Like, is he fighting that hard to where people are scared? Because if you know how to fight, you can stop from being grabbed, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, have I been grabbed before? Yeah, but it didn't work out. Like, you know what I'm saying? A few times dudes try to grab, got blows rained from every which direction and went down. And a few times I was able to get grabbed, you know what I'm saying? I'm grabbing onto somebody's head. I'm going to have you in the cold headlock. You ain't getting nothing off it. We gon', you know what I'm saying, get back up.
Gotta know how to defend the headlock.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go in. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that's going to go. But, like, yeah, man, he did say that. So, I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't hear that with my own ears. He did say months back, you know what I'm saying, that he don't think he can fight. He just fight hard. I guess that fighting hard, been getting him a ways down the line, you know what I'm saying? But, with that, you got people, feel that it look easy, you know what I'm saying? They like...
I don't know. I just don't think that fighting hard's enough to win.
Oh, no, I seen that spot where he can't even square up, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really want to square up. He just went right in for the grab and slam, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, we'll see, man. And, but it might be ugly. It will be ugly if you somebody that's, 150, 160, 70 soaking wet, and, you fight somebody, all the 250 to 280 or something.
Nah, man, I'm 165 pounds soaking wet with rocks in my pockets. I believe that I could get J Hood. I do. After what I saw, I think that I could get him. I would love to see, though. I would love to get in the ring with J Hood again. If we could do it for the content, I would love to get in the ring. A little friendly exhibition, you feel me? And I say it, when it's done, it's done.
Like that, they just come in.
No beef, no anger, no animosity. I just want to see what happens.
With the cold grab game, it ain't really nothing you can do, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you can do but trying to rain blows and hope that your blows are effective and making him let you go. If not, you're going up in the air, you're going down on the asphalt, and, you're going to get ground and pounded. But let's see what's going to go on, you know what I'm saying, with this up and coming bout with J Hood and anybody else, that's challenging him. Because I'm hearing a lot of people challenging him, you know what I'm saying, to these fights. I heard he hopped out there, you know what I'm saying, somebody wanted to test, Spody face chins and all this and that. But the thing is, Spody face is in that ring, man. Spody face is training, you know what I'm saying, and doing.
You better leave Spody face alone, because he's doing what he's supposed to do to get ready.
All that, you know what I'm saying, he's taking them lessons. So, he's somebody that, you know what I'm saying, had a street squabble and, is transitioning into the, the little MMA stuff. So you got to think about that too, man. Like, if you can't take him down or get in there to slam him, you know what I'm saying, it might be bad. But like I said, our eyes are on the prize and what's going on, man, and we gonna conclude it there, man. It's your boy, Young and Hefe.
This call is being recorded.
But what the check say, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail.
All right, man, so we finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know it's red dots to the left. You know the rest. We go.
Y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
Networx with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late.
Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We go.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life. For your own personal home security, call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Jackson. It's dangerous. Think I'm outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell me. I got Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Fake is hella fake, I know what enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.